What happens to a world when fathers are removed from the house? The woman is narcissistic and she bears children. The Bible says the fruit does not fall far from the tree. It also says a bad tree cannot bear good fruit, and a good tree can only bear good fruit. So if a mother is narcissistic and gets rid of the father, and the daughter grows up, she's going to be narcissistic too. And then you have a movement called feminism that encourages this psychopathic traits in these females. What do you think is going to happen to the world when all the females become single mothers and they start raising offspring from bad boys? Your elitists are psychopaths. I've mentioned this before. If they can get a world that is psychopathic, then psychopathic behavior becomes the norm, and the norm becomes psychopathic. They are deliberately taking fathers out of the household so that they can spawn little demons of Satan. Psychopaths. A psychopath is the opposite of rationality. When you see women today acting emotional, they are at that moment being psychopathic. They just don't understand it, and the men don't understand it either. The men rush over to comfort her. You are basically comforting a psychopath. Doesn't mean that the person is psychopathic. Doesn't mean that the person is a full-blown psychopath. But it's using traits of the psychopath. And if somebody can use the traits of a psychopath, then you might want to be careful because they have a chance of being what? Oh yes, a psychopath. I have the gifts of stepping into the world of psychopathics, and I can come back out sane. This is a gift my ex-girlfriend gave me because after everything she did to me, I had to go into her world to get understanding to her deeds. So I really feel like mentally, I grabbed a rope and tied it around my waist and tied the other side of the rope to a tree and stepped through the portal into the world of the psychopath. And inside there, I analyzed it and studied it, and I came back out using the rope that was tied to the tree of reality. Now I have the gift to see both sides. I can see how a psychopath thinks, and I can see how a normal person would think, and then I can see the middle ground between the two of them, and I can see just by that the level of somebody's psychopathic behavior. My ex is completely off the charts, and she was right. I could not save her. I could not help her. I could not do it. She was uncurable, as she said. And it's true. Many people today are uncurable. And the sad fact is that good people don't want to accept that. They want to help them. They want to make them understand. They want to take them to a doctor. They want to take them to rehab. They want to fix them. They're unfixable. It even states in the Bible, woe unto those that call evil good and good evil. That is clearly God saying, be careful if you choose the road of being a psychopath, because I will get you. He knows the dangers of them, and they are, seriously, the children of Satan. I know that's hard to believe, but Satan is the ultimate psychopath in every way. Even the Joker from Batman, which everybody loves, is merely a child of Satan if the Joker was real. Psychopaths, I just can't stand them. But luckily, thanks to my ex-girlfriend and the education I got from it, I could see them a mile away. I block people on my channel here on YouTube, just like that. I throw people out of my life now, just like that. I don't have mercy on them anymore, no more compassion. I'm not going to listen to their sad, pathetic excuses. If they're not acting normally, I just get rid of them. I'm tired of dealing with them. And I'm tired of people arguing with them. I hope you understand this, folks, that arguing with psychopaths is exactly what they want. The more you argue with them, the more they stall you. The more they stall you, and the more time they have to work on their agenda. They know this, and I know this. The elitists of America are using this tactic on you right now with the divide and conquer strategies. They're making man hate woman, woman hate man, blacks hate whites, whites hate blacks. They're making race riots on purpose, and they're doing it so that you'll all stall and fight between each other so they can complete their agenda. If you just stopped it, turned to them, and went after them, you would have the freedom and peace in this world that you talk about. But that's called anarchy. So standing up for yourself is called anarchy. But being submissive to a psychopath, that's not called slavery. They hide that and say it's not slavery. But yet, that is exactly what it is. It's slavery. They have a term in narcissism, and it's called throwing your dog a bone. It means that when a psychopath gets too aggressive, too violent, or his mask slips off of his face, that he'll throw his victim a bone. Buy him a gift. Be sweet to them. Be caring to them. Be nice to them. Beg their forgiveness. Until he could put the mask back on his face and make the victim forget that he is a psychopath. One of the best stories, I think, in this world today to understand the psychopath is Harley Quinn stepping into the Arkham Asylum to interview the Joker. That is the best story of a psychopath and how a psychopath can quickly, very quickly, sucker somebody into the trap. To notice a psychopath, it's sometimes hard to do, but you can look at their friends to see it. If their friends don't have very much brain cells, low IQs, they love those kind of people because they can control them. Today in the United States, it's pretty common that an average officer will not get the job on the police force if he has an IQ above 80. Most officers in the United States today have an IQ under 80. They want the officers to be stupid so that they can control them. But your average human being with a little bit of an IQ is around 100, 130, 140. 130 and 40 is gifted. Let's say around 120. That's average on a reasonable, rational person. I mean, there's many people that are below that, of course. But they like to say that everybody's equal. If that was true, everybody would have the same IQ. Everybody would have the same personality. We are not equal. We are supposed to unite. We are supposed to all get along, make it work, be creative and productive in this world, get rid of the bad people. I mean, God actually says kill them. They're lucky enough that we put them in prison. But God just says kill them, get rid of them. They're an abomination to Him too. Just get rid of all of them. That's not evil, by the way. God does not see human beings like we see human life. He created us, He could take us away. God give us, God take it away. So, emotional rationality today, as I was talking about, is not used in court systems. Therefore, it should not be used in normal daily life. It should not be accepted in normal daily life. And we should not say that women are from Venus and men are from Mars, when we are both from planet Earth. And females are using that against us. They are shaming us, they are blaming us, and they are projecting their emotion onto us. They are calling men rapists, murderers, and pigs. And maybe some men are. But I don't believe that the average man that went to high school and went to college is. Or the average man that tries to do well in his life is. Or the average Christian. Or actually even the average Jew, or the average Hindu, or the average Buddhist.